Let's get ready to grumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Grumble WrestleMania edition! WrestleMania! That's the real lyrics, though.
So special that we're releasing it earlier in the week.
Yeah. What's your favourite song from the album that's on? I don't know any of the other songs. I like Bret Hart Never Been a Right Time to Say Goodbye.
Yeah. I was just saying, is Bret Hart the Bret Hart song on there? Because that's brilliant.
Sitting in the corner to my left, it's Daryl. Hello.
Wrestlemania!
Hi.
Thank you.
And sitting in the corner to my right, it's Dan.
Hello.
Wrestlemania!
He's not even excited about WrestleMania. No, why? What is he excited about? Joey Janela's fight with Bloodsport and Matt Riddle's bomb. Matt Riddle AIDS. Oh, Matt riddled with it. No. Matt riddled with it. No. This is what WrestleMania does to people. It sends them hyper. You've been to WrestleMania, haven't you, Daryl? Yeah. You've been to WrestleMania, haven't you, Dan?
Yeah.
We've all been to WrestleMania, so that's fine. We were at the better one. What? Oh, who said that? It's not come through my head. Right, so this is our big preview show, isn't it? It's so exciting, as we mentioned, that we're literally releasing it early. I should have mentioned that on last week's show. Maybe we can go back and edit it through the power of time travel. It's not the first time we've done an early release, is it? No, it isn't. No, but I mean that's your specialty, I think. Yeah, it's my special move, the early release. Like, when you make me a character again on little Fire Pro, my finish move needs to be called the early release. The early release, there you go. And what he does is releases them early. Yeah. He releases himself. He gets released for himself, really, in a way. So that's good. Right, so we've got a lot to talk about. So let's do it. Let's start off with NXT. NXT. The roar of the crowd. It's the roar of the... they've got a different theme. I haven't watched it in a while. I have. Have you? Yeah. I watched it at work the other week. Were you watching it the other week when Tommaso Ciampa was tweeting on his Twitter about the fact that Johnny Gargano was turning up at his house and banging on his window? No, I've not seen that one yet. They were good. It wasn't on... Well, actually, it might have been
He posted on Twitter as well.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
So, the first match we'll talk about is the ladder match for the North American title. Yes. EC3 versus Adam Cole versus Killian Dane versus Lars Sullivan versus Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream. This is going to be the best TNA title match ever. Yeah. Yay. I mentioned this 2 weeks ago. You did? Yeah. It's not changed since then, has it? Good. No. You just didn't sound bothered 2 weeks ago. I'm not, but it's WrestleMania season, isn't it? So I'm excited. Do you think they'll change EC3's name? No, because they've been promoted on TV as EC3. Yeah, when they announced the match, he came out and said, "I'm glad you've created a title for me." Ah,
cool. Hello, it's me. Do you think they'll tell us what EC3 stands for? No. No, definitely. It'll be like KFC or WWE or one of those, like, what are they called? I don't know. Acronyms that doesn't stand for anything anymore.
But there's a thing I'm looking forward to in this match. Like, Ricochet is obviously going to be doing lots of ridiculous stuff in this match. But I think Killian Dane might upstage him. Because Killian Dane, as we know from the War Games match and from seeing him previously, is ridiculously talented. And I think he might come out as the star of this match as well.
I want Killian Dane to sit on Ricochet. That's what I want to happen. I want him to flatten him. Why? Because it'd just be funny.
What's that called? That's a thing.
That's a thing.
It is a thing.
You search whatever. Like squishing.
Yeah, like guys who like to be sat on by bigger
sit in my
people.
Face and tell me that you love me.
But yeah, who do we think is going to win this?
I think Lars Sullivan, because he looks like the least interesting person in the entire match.
I think not Lars Sullivan, because he doesn't have to lose this match.
Oh, okay.
I think it will be Velveteen Dream.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think Velveteen Dream will do it.
Okay.
It'll get a massive reaction as well.
I'd be good. I hope so. He's been very entertaining. I don't think he needs it. That's why I don't think he'll win, yeah. Adam Cole needs it because he's bland. Adam Cole, baby! He says baby a lot, though. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. He's not blonde then, is he? You've forgotten that? Yeah. God, what an idiot. He's 3-time Ring of Honor champion, apparently.
Well, this thing, he's my least favourite member of Bullet Club,
Yep. And Bullet Club's got Hangman Page in it.
Hangman Page, like, from watching Being the Elite, I originally wasn't too great on him, but now I really like him.
Doesn't Bullet Club also have Chase Owens in it?
Another guy who was retweeted us
Takahashi.
before. Chase Owens retweeted us when I was doing live coverage of one of the shows when I announced the match saying, and Chase Owens for some reason. And he liked it and retweeted it.
That's good. We're popular with the wrestlers. We're popular with Aussie Open.
Yeah.
Oh, do they like us?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Because I like Big Lad out of Aussie Open.
Yeah.
He's all right.
They're both
the other one's good, but like Big Lad's like deceptively athletic.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
I got an Aussie Open shirt in my Wrestle Crate this month.
Did you?
Yeah,
good.
Quite happy with it. The finals of the Dusty Classic ended kind of weirdly. So instead, we're getting a triple threat tag match. So it is the Undisputed Era defending against the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Is this a way to get Pete Dunne on the card?
Yeah, it is. Pete Dunne, the UK champion, is not defending his title. You know how every year everyone's annoyed that the Intercontinental Championship isn't defended at WrestleMania? Well, we can be annoyed about this. Yes, finally, we're British enough that we can be annoyed about something.
You know what I think is going to happen in this match?
Pete Dunne's going to get slimy and turn on him.
Yeah, he's definitely going to turn on Roderick Strong.
Yeah, then they'll have a match and Roderick Strong will win the UK Championship, which isn't fair because he isn't even from
Speaking
here.
of bland, I've never been a big fan of Roderick Strong. I find him quite boring.
He's less boring now, though, I must say.
They did some video packages about his family, didn't they?
Yeah, and that made me more interested in him now than I ever was when he was in Ring of Honor, and he was like, look, I could do a backbreaker. Look, another different type of backbreaker.
He came over to 1PW the same time as AJ Styles.
I did not owe you money.
And he was big leaguing people while AJ Styles wasn't.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it was weird to see.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. Plus, also, he's at 5'9", he's taller than everyone else on the Indies. Remember when Roderick Strong was a big man? He was a big man in Ring of Honor when everyone was like 5'6".
And all he moves in
Look how
after
tall
Killswitch Engage
5'10" Roderick Strong is. Well done. Oh, he had that song that was like about yelling and all that as well. Wasn't he the one that had? Wasn't he the one that had the firefight? Oh, there was a firefight. Wasn't that him?
Wasn't that Wesley?
For a few seconds.
Wesley was a firefighter.
Wasn't he part of it? No, he's an actual
No, but yeah,
firefighter.
it had the firefight clip on the beginning.
Yeah. Anyway, we've skipped over something.
Boondock Saints.
Undisputed Era, one of them's injured, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, that's a
So
point.
is Adam Cole pulling double duty? And is he going to win both belts?
Adam Cole, baby!
I think they're hoping that... who's injured from Undisputed Era? Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish is like nearly 40.
Injury.
Bobby Fish is getting on a bit nowadays.
I think it's a long-term injury as well. I'm sure I read that.
Yeah. I think it'd be good having him win both belts. It might give him a bit of character, a bit of personality.
What, to have two belts? Like that time that the Miz had two belts.
It won't help him stop being skinny and a midget, will it? But
and having terrible hair.
Yeah.
And a bad beard.
Yeah. I mean, I want to talk.
The most indie person.
I really like Adam Cole.
Why?
I've always
exactly. See, this is the thing. Even if you do like him, and that's fine, but you can't tell me why.
He has good matches.
Right. What's good about them?
They're just entertaining matches. He had a really good match with Will Ospreay at Progress last year.
Adam Cole, baby, a lot.
And the first time I saw him versus Noam Dar.
Noam Dar! Hold it, spontaneous Noam Dar report. Nothing's happening, he's still broken.
There was a great moment going out in Chester afterwards when Kid Fight walked out into traffic.
Amazing,
shouted something, and Adam Cole turned to me and my friend and went, I don't understand the word these Scottish guys have said all night.
Yeah, it's about right.
It was great.
I think Kid Fight would pick a fight with a car.
He pretty much did that night.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm imagining now, yeah. Good.
So yeah, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler.
Baszler over by submission.
Yeah, I think Baszler's going to win it.
Yeah, Ember Moon's debut night after or on SmackDown.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, she was pointing after on NXT.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I suppose she's sort of not outstayed her welcome, but she's outlived her longevity on NXT, I guess, hasn't she?
I feel like as well they should have changed the women's title already, because after Asuka's reign, they need, like, whoever had the title after Asuka, especially because it was Ember Moon with all the stuff we've talked about previously, it needed to be a lot shorter reign. Like, obviously Asuka's reign was ridiculously long, but I felt like it needed to be, she wins it, big moment, but then loses it, so then she has to do the redemption story and actually earn it back rather than not beating the person she should have done.
I think Asuka's run stunted her growth as a star, because if you think about it, there was probably a time where they had a match, didn't they? Them two, Asuka and Ember Moon,
WrestleMania last year.
Yeah, and I think if we go back and listen to the show, I'm pretty sure I predicted Asuka to lose that match.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would her time to go up to the roster and Ember Moon to sort of take over her place. So I think Ember Moon's kind of had her time in developmental now. She doesn't really need to stay there.
Yeah.
Plus, she's got that cool flipping finisher, so, you know.
Yeah.
And she's got red eyes.
Yeah, they'll take that finisher off her, won't they?
You reckon?
Well, or they'll dilute it somehow, like in the sense of like people kick out of it, won't they, and stuff.
I suppose. They've sort of taken the Asuka lock off of Asuka a little bit, haven't they?
Is that
she still uses it sometimes. But...
Yeah.
So, the other announced match for this card is Andre Cien Almas defending the NXT title against Aleister Black.
Right.
Is it Andrade?
Andrade Cien Almas, sorry. I've written Andre.
You wrote Andre and said Andre.
I know I have. I noticed that now.
Right, well, clearly you didn't watch NXT this week, did you?
I haven't had a chance to watch it this week.
There you go then, that's well. Let's so the end of the sanction card is the main event, the NXT Championship. Andrade Cien Almas versus
Aleister Black win this?
Aleister Black. I'm going to say no, because he doesn't stay in NXT.
So I saw someone post the other day about Aleister Black saying he's the complete package and they can't figure out how WWE can mess it up.
Oh, they'll find a way.
Yeah, they'll find a way. They'll find a way.
Yeah,
but I'm of that opinion too. I can tell you now. I'll tell you now. Mess it up.
Go on then.
They'll tell us a 20-minute promo on Raw.
Yeah. Or put a wig on him like they did with Goldust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
He'll become new Bray Wyatt.
Goldust
and Goldberg. Yeah.
He'll be satanic, even more satanic Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, it's easy to mess it up.
He's so good though. Like he's just the presence of him alone is just so far.
Don't forget he's Dutch though. So Vince will be like, well, this guy is talking funny language. He's talking to Cesaro in some other language. What's the point in all of this? He doesn't speak good English, not like I do. He doesn't talk good England like. Said Vince.
Yeah, and
meanwhile, Kurt Angle's going, I talk right good England, me. And so that's the end of the sanctioned card, but there is an unsanctioned match.
Oh.
There is an unsanctioned fight, as it were. Can you guess who it's between?
No,
you can guess.
No, even though it's right up there, but I can't guess.
I bet you can guess though. If I do this, and this is a visual gag, but
Buddy Murphy?
No. Why would it be Buddy Murphy? Get Out.
Was it Paige?
No, it's. Oh my god, that is for the listeners. I had one eye shut. No, it's Johnny Gargano against Tommaso Ciampa.
No, I found ways around it.
It's Johnny Gargano against Tommaso Ciampa in an unsanctioned match.
Oh yeah,
because you remember how Johnny Gargano got sacked?
Yeah,
because Tommaso Ciampa was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you sacked. I'm a bloody bad in me." Well, Johnny Gargano turned up at his house, rapped on the window at 3:30. He's like, Tommaso, I'm going to keep doing it. Tommaso. He's basically been causing his life to be hell. So Ciampa was the one who called for the match. Asked Regal for it on NXT the other day.
So is it like a street fight thing?
It is in the sense that it's unsanctioned.
Is it like that one that Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman had when they were surrounded by cars?
No.
That's what I love that match.
No, it's not like that.
No, the reason I asked though is because are they going to wear jeans?
I hope so.
Jeans and kick pads is what they need to wear.
So it's not street fight.
Yeah, don't forget to wear kick pads.
A bit like CM Punk and Jericho, they had jeans and kick pads, didn't they, when they had their street fight?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't be doing with him.
Which one?
No, either one. Pick your shoes, mate. Pick your shoes. Nah, they're both all right, aren't they?
Yeah. Do we think this NXT card will overshadow WrestleMania like NXT always overshadows the pay-per-view?
Define overshadow.
It'll be a better show.
Overshadow.
Do you mean better wrestling quality?
Yeah, a better wrestling show.
This will be a more enjoyable show for what it is. However, overshadow is the wrong word to use. Because, for example, last year, NXT TakeOver didn't overshadow the main show because the main show had the Hardys on it.
Yeah.
However, will it be better? It'll be shorter. It'll be higher on wrestling quality. So, yeah, it will be better.
I misspoke because it's been a long day / week.
Yes, it has.
That's
fine. Right. Have you seen what he's written on the format, Daryl?
No.
It's written best of the rest of WrestleMania weekend, which means it's time to talk about Joey Riddle's Matt Riddled with Bullets Bloodsport fight, Beach Party 2.
Well, yeah. There's a lot. So yeah, WrestleMania weekend has got a lot going on.
Progress are there. We like progress.
Progress are going there. I will talk about progress in a minute.
Good. Wake me up then.
So I know some of the progress matches, mate.
I don't.
The first thing I'm going to talk about is Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor is happening. They've brought over Kota Ibushi and Tanahashi, and it will also feature Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes in their big blow-off match.
I'm back in.
It's Silas Young versus Kenny King in a last man standing match for the Ring of Honor TV Championship. That's the match that's happening.
Good.
Mark Briscoe and Jay Briscoe teaming up to defend the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships.
Go on.
Against Jay Lethal and Tanahashi.
Good.
There's the semi-finals and finals of the Women of Honor tournament.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, all the matches are on it. I know them all. I've recorded them all today for the YouTube channel. So.
Fantastic. Yes. Brilliant.
The Kenny versus Cody.
Right.
The Ring of Honor title match is Dalton Castle versus
Marty Scurll.
Marty Scurll, yeah.
Yes, we knew that.
Yeah.
Good.
Have I missed one? Punishment Martinez against Tomohiro Ishii.
Ah, good.
I think I've got them all.
Can we give him a little for that?
Six man ladder match.
Uh-huh.
SoCal Val Uncensored against the Young Bucks of Flip Gordon. Boom.
Can we give him a little clap for that? Well done, Daryl. Well done.
Thanks.
Nice one.
So, away from Ring of Honor is the WWE.
Do you want to talk about any of that, or do you just want to mention it?
we can talk about
Omega. Right, let's be fair.
The big thing will be Omega Cody.
Omega and Cody is a big match, and Omega will drag Cody to a 3.5 star match.
Also, they've
probably
done
4 stars.
This is one of the ones as well where I'd say, because I don't know whether they'll show clips of it at Ring of Honor, but on Being the Elite this week, which was, they edited it the day after Strong Style Evolved, last week, there's stuff on there hinting towards what might happen in this match. And just
like what?
It's more of Cody has edited a video Kenny Omega sent to the Young Bucks, apologising to them and stuff. And he edited it to make it look like he was saying the Golden Lovers are better than the Young Bucks. I'm going to prove it. And after a few other things as well, and then after what happened in the ring, they shake Cody's hand and forgive him. But then after he walks off, Matt turns to Nick and goes, "We can't trust him." And the Young Bucks and Marty are all kind of sat there just like, oh. And that's the end of the episode. So they're kind of hinting to, I think we'll get the big blow off of everything of this. So I'm quite excited for that match.
Are they not saving the big blow off for Doncaster Dome?
No.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Selfish. Right, what else then? Come on.
Yeah, there's the WWN More Than Mania weekend where they have shows from Thursday through to Sunday. They have lots of stuff on. Nearly all of these shows are going to be on WWNlive.com apart from Progress. Progress can't stream live because Progress is the only shows that will feature Pete Dunne, Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, and Mark Andrews. Is
WWN the one that Evolve is involved with?
It's Gabe Sapolsky's parent company. So the shows I'm most excited about there are Matt Riddle's Bloodsport, which is all matches.
It's Tetsuji rules, isn't it?
All matches victory by knockout submission.
Stop for a second. Genuinely, has Matt Riddle been at Tetsujin?
No, but he's into that style.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, has he been there?
No,
he's never been there.
No.
If I were Tetsujin, I'd be on the phone and be like, "Bring, hello, this is Matt Riddle. I'm stoned." Hello, mate. It's Tetsujin here. We can't help but think that we've noticed a bit of an issue with your business model. Yeah, man. Whatever. I don't care. I'm stoned. Well, actually, we have a bit of an issue because you stole our idea.
Bring.
Yeah,
Hi, is that Tetsujin?
Yeah. What?
Hi, this is WXW Ambition. You've kind of stolen our idea. Oh wait,
why haven't you done it in a German accent? Hello, this is WXW Ambition.
I've got a call on the other line.
Du hast deine Idee gestohlen.
There's a call on the other line. UWFI, how you doing? Oh yeah, we stole your idea.
Go away, no, you don't. No one likes 30 years. Matt Riddle stole.
But there's some interesting matches on this. Matt Riddle versus Loki.
Is that interesting?
That will be good.
Dan Severn's on it.
Yeah. So you've got Nick Gage versus Timothy Thatcher.
Oh, don't go through all of them. He's going to do all of them.
The matches I'm excited about on this card.
Okay, all right.
Dan Severn versus Chris Dickinson.
But I don't know who Chris Dickinson is.
He's a Evolve guy, very good. Right. And then Walter versus Filthy Tom Lawler.
I told you he was going to mention Walter. That's one for me.
Of course I'll mention Walter. Walter's brilliant. Beyond Wrestling.
Walter, or is it Walter?
Walter!
Walter, I think it's the A's the stronger thing.
Okay.
So Beyond have got a show on after that.
Say that again, idea.
Beyond Wrestling have got a show after that.
Who are that?
Beyond Wrestling is
you
based...
mentioned Beyond Wrestling earlier, but I don't have a clue.
They're based in New England. They have an interesting idea for their show. It's all intergender matches.
That's not interesting. Move
right.
on.
Unless you've got something really interesting to say, I'm really against
Tony Storm versus Timothy Thatcher.
Not interesting. Move on.
I'm very interested in that match.
Why?
Joey Janela and Penelope Ford versus Session Moth and Orange Cassidy.
About Joey Janela already, and he's not even got to Joey Janela's Beach Party 2.
I will get onto
it now.
So Progress have Mardi Gras.
Yeah, that annoyed me.
Mardi Gras. They should have called the Sheffield show Mardi Gras because it'd work just the same.
Now then, Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Now I'm in trouble again.
But they've announced that show, the Progress title match. It's Travis Banks versus Shane Strickland, which should be very good. Flash Morgan Webster versus Mark Andrews versus Pete Dunne.
Yes, that's correct.
That's an odd match.
Flash Morgan Webster's around the title picture after what happened at Progress.
Somebody needs to get pinned, don't they?
It's Flash Morgan.
Yeah.
And then also is Ringkampf versus Sexy Star.
Yeah. What? Get away.
Not Sexy Star, the Mexican wrestler. Sexy Star is a team of Jack Sexsmith and David Starr.
Oh. I don't think Jack Sexsmith's that good.
He posted the picture of the match and just said, "Oh well." What was going to kill him?
Good, because I've decided, right? I'm really pleased about what he's doing in terms of positive role modelling, but I've decided I don't think he's that good.
He's the main event of the big Manchester show coming up.
Why?
Because he's the one contender.
No, but why is he? He's not that good.
He's
is he wrestling Travis Banks?
If Travis Banks is still champion.
Here's what I'm going to put to you, right? If he didn't have the character that he did, he wouldn't be as high up the card as he is. I'm just going to say that. I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. I'm just saying if he didn't have the character that he did, he wouldn't be as high up as he is. I respect him as a person and as a role model. As a wrestler, I don't think he's that great.
You could say that about a lot of people. If Austin didn't have the character he had, he wouldn't have been a main eventer because was the ringmaster. He wasn't main eventer.
Right, but was he a good wrestler?
Yeah.
Well, that's the difference here.
But
This is my point.
But
my point is, it's different here because he's not a very good wrestler, and he's getting by on that.
Right. Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not a case that, like with Austin, his ability as a wrestler also complements his character, whereas he's getting over on the character, but his wrestling doesn't back it up to the quality that it should be.
Okay. Could you not argue that makes him a better worker because he's getting by.
Are you doing the Al Snow version of working?
No, I'm thinking because if you look at it from a Grado perspective, Grado's an awful wrestler, but
he's not.
No,
I saw him have a pretty bad match the other week.
Oh well, he's had one bad match then.
But obviously,
you haven't got all the Scottish people. I can see what you're doing here, you wee Dundee.
He said it.
If we can get back to Walter killing small people,
no,
he's Evolve 1
right. Unless he's going to stamp on a midget, you can't see he's killing small people.
Pretty much, he's going to be facing Darby Allin, who is like he's a small, skinnier Jimmy Havoc.
Okay,
Darby Allin's really good, but Walter's going to murder him.
Yeah.
And also on that show is Matt Riddle versus Daisuke Sakamoto, which I'm quite looking forward to.
Who is that?
He's a Japanese wrestler. He's a freelancer, works for DDT, All Japan, and a few other companies.
Because I was looking through the cards earlier, and I think on one of the Evolve cards it says a dream match anywhere. It's like this Sakamoto against someone. I'm like, well, is it a dream match? Because I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's also facing Keith Lee in a rematch from a match they had in London a year previously that was hyped up as being one of the best matches around. And then, so that's on that's on Mercury Rising, which is the WBN Super Show. And then finally, the show I'm most looking forward to WrestleMania weekend, Joey Janela's Spring Break 2, featuring, I can't say the actual name of the thing, the cluster thing.
Why can't you say it?
Because I'd have to put money in the swear jar.
But what is it? Cluster what?
It's the cluster F. Yeah, and it's
don't help him.
It's a battle
I don't
royal.
Want this to carry on.
I
don't want to hear about it.
The only person announced that match is Session Moth. Everyone else is going to be surprised.
Okay.
James Ellsworth versus Matt Riddle. And the highlight video, the announcement video for that was brilliant.
Was it?
Where it was James Ellsworth putting over Matt Riddle loads and then Matt Riddle cutting going.
Is that okay? Sorry. That's cool. How many WWE title matches has Matt Riddle had? How many matches has Matt Riddle had with AJ Styles?
All right, I'll know.
Yeah. Well, no. James Ellsworth's been on TV, mate. James Ellsworth had a T-shirt with his own face on it that got sold by another company. Matt Riddle makes his own stuff, which he probably puts weed in.
So, also, the card Nick Gage versus Pentrail 0M.
Oh, are you doing all of it? Come on.
Because this card's brilliant. Walter versus Pierre Carl Ouellet.
I'm going to play the music.
Mike Quackenbush versus David Starr, and then the main event, which is going to be absolutely amazing and insane, Joey Janela versus Great Sasuke. I cannot wait for that show.
There you go. Right, that's how I'm going to interrupt everything that I
realise that you want this to end, but you've only spoke about the WWN stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there's all the WrestleCon events too.
Yeah, so what's happening
Is
there?
it right? Can I just stop? Is it just me, or are they really cannibalizing each other here? I'm not sure I like the way that these things are turning out.
WWN and WrestleCon are the big two.
Well, if you imagine, right? Okay, obviously WWE started off, and they then, like, Ring of Honor were the first ones that I remember that ran WrestleMania shows, and then I think TNA did one, and then WrestleCon became a thing at the one we were at. Actually. And now there's another WrestleCon, except it's not a WrestleCon, it's more than Mania. So how long until we have like 4 of these things? My only concern with this is
there's politics between the two as well.
I know, exactly. And I guess it's an idealistic view. It's just, I think this is now forcing people to go to things and avoid other things, which obviously people are trying to make money. I get it. I get why it happens. It's just frustrating for me that at one point, if you wanted to go to everything on WrestleMania weekend, they made it so that would happen. Like Ring of Honor would run an afternoon show on the day of the Hall of Fame so that you could go to the Hall of Fame. WWE would run the NXT show before there were takeovers late on at night so you could come back from a different show. And now they're all biting into each other's business.
I mean,
I get why it happens because people want to make money. It's just a shame.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
WrestleCon have Wildcat Entertainment, the WrestleCon Super Show.
What's that? Wildcat Chris Harris? Brandon Walker?
The Crash is doing a show.
I'm going to knock your brains out.
Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground is happening there. Great. Combat Zone Wrestling.
Yeah, but if you look at that card, because I was going to do the matches from it, like half the roster aren't even on Create a Wrestler on WWE, like to download. Like, it's not when you. If you said, like, Impact versus Lucha Underground, I was expecting, like, Rey Mysterio get somebody I'd heard of. And
Moose.
It's just the main event's got people you've heard of. That's it.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Then you've got, like, Brian Cage, but then it's, like, Shane Strickland's Kill Shot and stuff like that. So, the big show on this, for me, well, there's 2. Pro Wrestling Revolver, Pancakes and Pile Driver, which features Fight Club Pro. So there's Fight Club Pro guys going over there, including Aussie Open. And then
Fight Club Pro guys, incidentally, let's not forget, didn't you say that Trent Seven's working for Progress and that's the only show he's working? Yet his company are working for the other side.
And then there's the Rev Pro show there, which will feature Zack Sabre Jr. defending the title against Ishii, which some fans were very annoyed wasn't happening in the UK, and it was happening there instead. But, you know, that's what happens.
Don't be butthurt.
Minoru Suzuki's on that show.
Yes.
Who's he wrestling?
I can't remember. Oh, wait, it's Jeff Cobb.
Oh, so you got the insert.
Yeah, Jeff Cobb.
Right. Okay, we've talked about that. Let's take a break. I think we need to take a quick break here because I think we need to divide the happenings around the event between that and the event itself. Are we going to talk about the Hall of Fame? We've talked about that already.
We've done a full show about the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't need to. So we're going to talk about the main card, WrestleMania 34, after this.
Before the renaissance of British wrestling. Before the revolution. Before the progress. There was one company who pushed the boundaries. One company on the lips of British wrestling fans. One of the most controversial companies in British wrestling history. One company bringing pro wrestling dream matches to the UK.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here tonight to celebrate the life of BW.
The Royal Rumble brings to you the in-depth look at the company that brought them together. The company that brought eyes from around the world to a small town in the north of England. 1PW, version 1. 2005 to 2007. May 6th, 2018. Subscribe now.
We do not owe you money.
WrestleMania, it's WrestleMania show and the pre-show. Who's going to be on the pre-show this year? Let's go for it. Straight away. Are both the Battle Royals going to be on the pre-show, Daryl?
No.
Which one's not going to be?
The women's one.
Why?
Because it's the women's evolution.
Okay.
I will ask a question about this match.
Go on.
What does the trophy remind you of?
What? Barrett. No, that's not our gimmick. We're stealing that from OSW. We apologise now.
What are we?
A little bit. It's not our thing. It's not our thing. We're above that sort. No, we're not above that sort of thing. It looks like a what? Fallopian tube?
It looks like a female reproductive organ.
Oh my!
Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali is made to play in front of the two fans that have turned up.
Yeah, one of which is Cedric's mom, and one of which is Mustafa's dad.
Yeah.
I don't even care about these two, and I've been quite enjoying 205 Live lately. I even watched 2 episodes.
Should have been Drew.
Should have been Drew.
Like, genuinely should have been.
Oh, you mean Drew Gulak? No,
Yeah.
I was like, Drew McIntyre should just beat everyone, regardless.
I think he'd struggle with the weight.
Don't matter. Drew Galloway. Drew
Do you
McIntyre.
remember before Cruiserweight Classic when they actually made people legit weigh in?
Yes, I do remember that. You know who would have been in this, don't you?
Go on.
My boy Drew, not Drew. I've literally forgotten Noam Dar's name. Noam Dar.
Yeah, so the Cruiserweight match and the men's battle royal I can see being on the pre-show. There's usually 2 matches on the Mania pre-show, isn't there?
Yeah, at least 2, possibly 3.
Oh,
would they put the Usos on there
Nah.
again? Could you imagine it as a rib though?
I mean, out of that card that we've got up on the wall, that's the one that I would. Well, I would have both the battle royals on the pre-show because they're the most meaningless matches, but I can see why they wouldn't have the women's one on there.
Yeah, I agree.
So out of the matches, that's the next one I put on the Usos match.
I think you take Randy Orton out of that US title match, and that's pre-show all day.
It is, but because it's got Orton on it,
Randy Orton is a star.
And they're not going to do that to Rusev on Rusev Day.
Last year they did. It's good that WrestleMania falls on Rusev Day this year, isn't it? Last year they had not Miz. Bloody hell, what I'm talking about? Dean Ambrose and
Baron Corbin
on the pre-show. Do you remember why?
Because of Naomi's entrance, wasn't it?
Yeah, because of Naomi's entrance. So,
Miz, Balor, and Rollins.
It's been getting a lot of TV time.
There's a chance, though, isn't there? Probably not. But
it's been getting way too much TV time.
But Dan, all I'm saying is Cena, Taker, Lesnar, Reigns, AJ Nakamura, Angle, Rousey, Triple H, Steph, Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon.
Would they then push Alexa Bliss against Nia Jax? I think they could push that.
It's that or
the women's, isn't it?
Yeah,
they won't put the women's matches on the pre-show.
I think they're going to have at least one women's match on the pre-show.
I think.
Because for as much as you've got to have one on the main show, you go, well, surely at least one of them's got to be on the pre-show.
Charlotte and Asuka 100% cannot be on the pre-show.
No.
So then you've got either the Battle Royal or the other women's title match.
Yeah. I'm going to say women's Battle Royal. Obviously the Cruiserweight title. And I'm going to say the US title match. I'm going to throw Orton's going on the pre-show for me this year. That's
I don't think because Orton's in that. I can't.
But I'll throw it out there just in case. There you go. I'll give an alternative.
You know, when writing this card out, the thing that surprised me the most was that Baron Corbin isn't in an actual match.
He's in the men's battle royal.
Yeah, he's in the battle royal.
Yeah. Did you know that one of the earliest two of the earliest announced participants for the battle royal had previously won it?
Is it Big Show and
no? It was Mojo and Baron.
I forgot about Mojo Rawley.
Mojo, baby.
Is his mate going to be there again?
I don't know. I hope he's going to be in the battle royal this year. Throw Mojo out and then announce that he's signed with the WWE. There's rumors about it, you know.
Who is he?
Gronk.
Yeah,
he's a American football player for the.
He's not signed with the WWE, has he?
How do you know?
Well, he's signed with Vince.
Oh, that'd be great. Actually,
do you know when Luger had to sign with the Bodybuilding Federation and then wait to sign with the WWE? Yep. Maybe Gronk signs with WWE, just waiting for the XFL to start.
There you go. There's your title.
Everyone talks about how Mark Merrow was the first guaranteed contract in WWE when actually it was Lex Luger.
Gronk is the Lex Luger of the XFL.
Definitely.
What an endorsement.
That would be good.
A few years' time, he'll end up in a wheelchair after his phone emergency service.
Mate, I'll level with you. The way that Gronk is playing, he'll end up in a wheelchair anyway.
Either that or he'll put someone else in a wheelchair.
Yeah, because he's a madhead. He's a madhead.
I'm not into football, mate. So
no, well, neither is he.
He made a very bad challenge and then something very bad after the challenge in the lead up to the Super Bowl this year, and he only got a 1-game suspension when it should have been for the rest of the season.
He's not a defender as well. He's not.
Is he?
I want to say tight end. I really just want to say
he's wide receiver, I think.
You're probably right. The point is he receives the ball and scores the American football goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, men's battle royal, women's battle royal, who wins them?
It's just... It don't matter. It doesn't
Bailey.
matter.
Men's one's really weak this year.
Bailey eliminating Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
I think I prefer Sasha Banks to eliminate Bailey and win.
I was thinking that at first, but then I think Bailey's going to throw her out to win the match. They'll be the last two, and then Bailey will get one over on her finally.
Who did I think the other day that could win the women's battle royal? I remember thinking it was someone quite good, but it can't be, so never mind.
And then the men's one.
Thing is, it doesn't matter.
Cares?
Who cares?
I think
Exactly.
Mandy Rose. It don't matter, does it?
Yeah, go Mandy.
Yeah, Mandy
Rose
Rose.
is going to be the first one eliminated. She's got to keep that streak going.
You've got to remember for the men's battle royal, it's got to be someone that can fold their arms. It's got to be someone that can stand next to that trophy of Andre the Giant and fold their arms. Who's best at arm folding?
Can't be Zach Gowen because he loses balance.
Yeah, that's true. Although he couldn't, if he enters,
It's more
he
than
can't
his-
lose.
Oh, yeah.
Well, both feet can't touch the floor, can they? He's only got one.
What about the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is Pete Dunne?
I'd love it. Won't happen.
No?
100% no. Would love it.
Yeah.
Won't happen. Definitely no question.
It would be good.
Right,
let's go on to some actual matches.
Surely on the main card this year must be the Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers in the TLC match.
Mallets on a pole match.
Mallets. Kill the horses with hammers.
Is it definitely TLC?
It was leaked last week.
Okay.
So it was also announced on SmackDown.
Okay.
Yep. Who wins this match? Have the Bludgeon Brothers even had a match since they came back?
I ain't got a clue.
I couldn't tell it. I think they have. Yeah,
think they might
they went
have
against
had a couple.
Breezango.
They've had singles
Yeah.
matches for definite.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure last week on SmackDown, 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, Luke Harper wrestled Big E.
Okay.
They definitely had a tag match when they first came back against Breezango.
I think New Day win.
Yeah, why not?
I'm going to say New Day win because aren't they building up to that Edge and Christian record?
Yeah,
You know, like they had
There's
the
always
longest
some record.
You know,
isn't
they
there?
had the longest record to get it away from
Demolition.
Demolition. Well, aren't they now building up to the number of times? Surely.
Yeah.
Cesaro and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman and Kurt Hawkins.
Is that who you think it is?
No,
Kurt Hawkins has been pushing it though.
I want it to be Kurt Hawkins because I think that'll be a funny reference, but I don't think it will be. It's a terrifying shame that it's not James Ellsworth.
What name would excite you?
Samoa Joe.
Yeah?
He's ready. He's back. He was at Raw a couple of weeks ago and wasn't used.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that would excite me. Yeah, definitely.
What about The Rock?
It's not going to be The Rock.
Did you think The Rock was going to have a match against Eric Rowan?
Right. This
You-
is a tag
it-
title match.
You mean he had a match after taking 15 minutes to set his name on fire?
This can all be bells and
This
whistles
is
as
a
well.
tag title match.
It
You'd
could
have
be
to,
bells and whistles.
but it's a
doesn't matter.
tag title match. You
Yeah.
have to win the tag titles. He's not going to be a tag champion in 2018.
He might immediately relinquish it
He's not going to.
He's got Baywatch 2
and give it
film
to
or
his
something.
Samoan cousin Roman Reigns so he can have all the
Oh
belts.
yeah, best friends.
The world title's not belts. I just want to throw that one in.
Oh really? I know.
Mixed gender matches aren't real matches, but I'll let you have your little bit. didn't I?
Who's had you there? Alexa Bliss against Nia Jax. Who cares?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax.
Nia Jax is actually getting over as a face.
Yeah,
a little bit.
See, I've still got issues with the whole thing, like, oh, she's a monster and everything, but then, she cries when the little girl bullies her. And it just annoys me that's
Oh,
that.
he's trivializing bullying.
Why?
Emotional issues. Why are you trivializing emotional
No,
issues?
because they never book it like that for guys.
Trivializing emotional issues.
That's my issue with it. They never have a male storyline where the big, like, brutish guy cries because the smaller guy said something about him.
Maybe that's the problem. That they're not tapping into Braun Strowman's emotional feelings.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. It's nothing to do with, like...
Nia Jax wins.
Yeah.
Nia Jax is
Not like most girls.
not like most girls. Not much of anything, really, is she?
No,
It's got to be short. Please make it short.
she is.
This will be the squash match of the show. She'll just...
It could be like
brutalise her.
China and Ivory at WrestleMania 17. I'd be okay with that. Orton
that the one where
Rude.
China had a big bazooka
Yes.
between her legs?
No, she didn't hold it between her legs. She held it in her arms, Daryl. Let's move on. You know when? Because that was the first show I ever saw. That was the first wrestling pay-per-view I thought she had that for every single wrestling entrance. So when she came out on Raw, I was like, where's a bazooka? Why isn't she firing fireworks? This is rubbish. United States Championship then. Orton versus Rude versus Jinder versus Rusev. I only see this going one way. And I hate to say, but when you say, on Rusev Day.
I love that. I'm gonna let it go. Yeah.
I don't know if he wants us to interrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Right,
he's going red.
I think Orton's going to win.
I want Rusev to
because
win.
I need him to do an impression of saying because he's a star.
He's a star. I can't breathe. Oh God.
Dan, have you got neighbours?
Yeah. Above and next door.
Okay.
Not anymore.
So yeah,
Rusev wins.
I want Rusev to win this.
Not only
I
what
was
you
happy with
wanted,
it.
I think he actually will. Because it's Rusev Day.
And it'll get a huge reaction too, because everyone loves him.
And he'll finally turn face. Because he's never been a face ever since he started.
No, but I still think Orton's going to retain.
Do you know Rusev debuted after WrestleMania 30?
Did he?
Yeah.
You were going to make me guess.
I was, but I
that,
completely forgot.
He
Do
was
you know
in the
who
Royal
else?
Rumble.
No, he properly debuted.
Alexander Rusev.
Alex, yeah. Do you know whose vignettes debuted after WrestleMania 30 as well?
No, who's?
I'll give you a clue. It was someone in NXT.
Okay.
Had a previous name.
Okay.
Put on a funny voice.
Okay.
Came with a group. Nope. Did a very bad Russell Brand impression.
Oh, is that
Adam Rose, baby. Could he be part of the wacky races from last week?
If you want.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even one of these. Yeah. Let's carry on. We never actually said who we thought was going to win the Cruiserweight title match. It's that forgettable. Who's going to win?
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, you're right. Carry on.
I
IC title match. Miz versus Balor versus Rollins.
think Seth Rollins is going to win this.
Probably, so that Miz can move on to a bigger feud.
Yeah, it's the way they've focused it all, where it's mainly been Balor and Miz, and Rollins has kind of been there like,
No, you're wrong.
But Rollins has been the focus of it, even though like it seems to be those two, and then Rollins has stood there like, yeah, look at my shirt.
Yeah, I think, actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say Balor wins, so that Rollins chases him for the title. They feud for the title, and then Miz goes after his natural enemy, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. I don't know who's going to win it, but they're going to get the belt off Miz, aren't they?
Yeah, they might as
And then
well.
they'll either get Bryan over to Raw or Miz over to SmackDown in the draft.
Yes, they've got to do that feud, haven't they?
Yeah.
So based on that, right, Bryan and Shane versus Owens and Zayn. First of all, obviously Shane fighting off that diverticulitis from last week
Yeah.
because he's the hardest man in the world. But is he hard enough that they're going to win and they're going to make sure that Owens and Zayn stay fired forever and ever and ever and ever?
Yes, that's a stipulation.
Yeah. So basically, the deal is if Owens and Zayn win, they win their jobs back on SmackDown. If Bryan and Shane win, they remain fired and they can't come back to SmackDown, which is what Bryan said on SmackDown last week.
I think Owens and Zayn are going to win because of what you've just mentioned. I think The Miz is going to come after Daniel Bryan and they're going to beat Shane.
I think that Bryan's going to win on his return and Owens and Zayn will not come back to SmackDown. They'll come back to Raw.
Yeah, we had a discussion in the car, so you convinced me of that, so I don't really have much to add.
The only problem is I hate Kevin Owens on Raw. He's boring on Raw. He's somehow less boring on SmackDown and I can't explain it.
The thing is, they could easily have Bryan and Shane win, and then the next SmackDown, just have Owens and Zayn turn up and beat them up again,
Yeah.
and then they have to bring them back.
Yeah.
Because, like, Shane McMahon was meant to, if he lost against Undertaker, was meant to never return to WWE again. And literally, this
The
is like,
lockbox.
yeah, he had a lockbox, didn't he? And
then the night after, Vince went,
yeah.
well, since everyone likes you so much, why don't you just run Raw? Bye.
Yeah.
Cool. Charlotte versus Asuka. This is obviously the lead title match, the lead women's title match.
This is the first time in a while I felt like there's a chance Asuka could have the streak broken, but I don't think it'll happen.
They really like Charlotte there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to forget how much they like Charlotte. Do they like her enough? That's the question.
Where do you see them going with Asuka?
Ronda Rousey. Eventually. Probably not till next year.
They need to keep her undefeated.
You think they've got the temerity to do that?
Triple H loves Asuka.
That is true. Yeah.
Absolutely loves her. And I think that if he found out that she was going to lose a match and they were planning this, he would put his foot down.
You're probably right, actually. Yeah.
Like, because if you think, I think it was in that Empowered documentary.
It was. Yeah.
They talked about it where Triple H said that they pretty much stripped all of the roster from NXT or all of the main guys, and he said to him, "Please just let me have Asuka. Let me keep Asuka." And then they built a lot of it around her, and obviously they did a big streak with her and everything. Now she's up on the main roster. I think he's going to look after her, and if they want to go Ronda Rousey next year. If she loses to Charlotte now, it's not a massive deal. But if she stays undefeated all year, and if they protect Ronda Rousey, which is going to be difficult, if they protect her, and let her have a match at SummerSlam and maybe at Survivor Series or a bit before then, and protect her, and then next year's WrestleMania, could we have the first women's main event, proper last match main event? At WrestleMania.
I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it.
I think the way that'd work, they'd have to have Ronda do singles matches like Goldberg did, and have her like her MMA fights were her winning in less than 5 minutes by destroying girls, and have that. So then you've got the ultimate collision between Ronda and Asuka.
But you'd also have to keep them on separate brands, wouldn't you? You'd have to make sure that Asuka stays on. Now, obviously, they're setting up for this with Asuka winning the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yeah,
you'd have to keep them apart until one of them won the Royal Rumble, presumably Ronda, because Asuka can't be defeated. If they do another Women's Royal Rumble, which I'm imagining they will now.
Yeah, they've kind of got to, I think.
I really hope that is what they do, especially since they might not have Brock Lesnar next year. But then, like, you can't finish without Roman Reigns. You know why? Because he's a star. He's a star. Look at his face. Look at his hair. No, I hope that is what they do. I'd not even thought about the extra level of it being the first women's WrestleMania main event. I'd not even thought about that.
There were some in the Empowered where they said that they've main evented pay-per-views now and they've main evented Raw and all this. They're doing these first ever things. I think it was Sasha Banks actually said it. So what about first ever women's main event at WrestleMania? And it got me thinking how you could do that, because I know... I'm not the biggest women's wrestling fan, but Charlotte gets me excited for women's wrestling. Asuka gets me excited, and Ronda Rousey, because she's a star, gets me excited. And I was trying to think what would make somebody like me, because somebody that likes women's wrestling would care, but wouldn't really be that bothered what the match is. They'd be like, well, let's get the women.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But
you've got to convince the people like me.
Yeah, people who will buy into it, because inevitably you're going to get some people who would just not buy.
Yeah, you get people that just hate it regardless.
But that's the case regardless. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah, and I was thinking, if it was Asuka versus Rousey, I would buy into that as a main event.
Yeah. If
done correctly.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's actually a really good idea, and I hope that's what they do. Based on that, then, who's going to win in the match between Angle and Rousey against Triple H and Stephanie?
Great Ronda, smack her.
Yeah, it's got to be Rousey on it.
You know who's going to win, don't you? Flip it, Kurt Angle.
Do you think Rousey taps Triple H?
No, because I think they'll stick to regular mixed tag rules.
Okay.
But I think as Ronda taps Stephanie, Kurt Angle has Triple H in the ankle lock. Whether Triple H taps, I don't know. He's like, I was going to give up two, honest.
No, I think they'll tap together.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think they'll tap together.
How long is Ronda in the ring for?
This is the issue, isn't it? Because if you're saying she's sticking to traditional mixed tag rules, she's in the ring with a novice. She's in the ring with Stephanie.
Yep.
Not very long.
Not a novice.
Yeah.
Not a novice. Did you not see Raw the other week? An expert. This is Stephanie's. She can't be in the ring for very long, can she? The only way I will accept Ronda Rousey being in the ring with Stephanie for longer than a minute and not battering her is if either A, Ronda makes it clear, I'm paggering you. I could have finished this 10 minutes ago if I wanted to, but I just want to make you suffer. Or B, if something happens to Ronda where like Triple H has twatted her about a bit or something, and there's a reason why Stephanie's getting the upper hand.
Yeah, well, she could be getting the upper hand on Stephanie, and then Triple H runs around the side of the ring, knocks Angle off the apron. That distracts Ronda, and then Stephanie.
But that's what exactly. Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, otherwise, surely Ronda should only last like 30 seconds with Steph because she should absolutely just snap her arm and pagger her.
Yeah, that's the story they've been telling.
I think a lot of this match is going to be. I think it'll probably be about 10 minutes. And I think 9 minutes of that will be Triple H and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. You know, a bit like, I've mentioned this before, but a bit like Cena and Nikki Bella from last year against Miz and Maurice, where the only bit that Maurice and Nikki were actually involved in was the very end. That's the way I'd book it anyway.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you leave Ronda in the ring with Stephanie for any longer than like a minute, and she's exposed as, she was made to look the same as the boss. Not Sasha Banks, the boss. Right, now we're getting to the narrow end here, aren't we? We're getting to the big matches. We're getting the main events. So, I'm going to go for AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE World Championship. Anyone interested in this match? Looking forward to this match? No?
It's the match I'm most excited for.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be good.
But yeah, I just think
that be good. Unless AJ's really injured, which was the rumour from the other week. But probably not because he's back in tag matches last weekend.
See, I think we're finally going to see the Shinsuke that debuted against Nakamura again in this.
You mean the debuted against Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
That's what we need. I think he's been lazy since.
Yeah. We're going to see that Shinsuke in this match. Like, I just keep thinking back to their Wrestle Kingdom 10 match and how amazing that match was. And at the time was my favourite match, but going back now, it's my second favourite match on the card. This match can't be bad. Like, AJ is so good. Nakamura, when he wants to be, is so good. This is just... And it's WrestleMania, and it's a title match. They're going to begin a bit of time. This match will be the one everyone talks about.
Can I get a Wrestler Fashions, please?
Wrestler Fashions.
I'm really looking forward to Nakamura's entrance and inevitable ring gear that goes along with that entrance.
I hope he's got a full orchestra.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I really want to King of Strong style get the way he comes out in the massive crown and everything.
That'll be next year because the logo is a crown for the year after.
Oh, yeah.
This year, I found a Creator Wrestler on WWE.
Yeah.
He's got like Michael Jackson suit on.
That would be cool.
I think he should do like a Thriller entrance.
That would be good.
Because there's these, I've been on the WWE shop WrestleMania bit.
Yep.
And there's these like voodoo doll kind of like collectible things. So like, is like New Orleans famous for voodoo?
Voodoo, yeah.
Yeah. So can he have like voodoo stuff? There's like Michael Jackson Thriller kind of stuff. Does that work?
Mardi Gras voodooers?
Whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Can he do that?
Probably.
Yeah. Does that fit?
Yeah. Don't see why not. It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I want.
I'm really, really excited for everything surrounding this match. If it doesn't pay off, I'll be decimated.
Does he win the belt?
Yes.
Yes, I think he does. So there we are. We're having the two Japanese winners of the Rumbles winning world titles at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Do you buy that? Now that I've phrased it that way, do you buy that, Darren?
I was thinking about this the other day as well.
I wouldn't have bought it before Royal Rumble because I was like, there's no way two Japanese people win both Royal Rumbles. But now I'm like, I could see it happening.
Tricky, innit?
I don't think people are as protective as Nakamura as they are of Asuka. I can see a WrestleMania where AJ Styles goes over.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think that's more likely than others.
Yeah, I'll be more shocked if Asuka loses than I will if Nakamura loses.
Yeah, same.
I want Nakamura to win it, but I think I've predicted a lot of title changes. They don't change every belt.
Well, on that note, will you be more surprised? Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that for the main event because he's a star. A real star. Cena versus Undertaker.
This is the match I'm most intrigued about.
Yes.
Because of when we recorded.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Yep. Well, this match has not been announced. Dan, you can just edit that out, mate.
Yeah, so for the listeners, we're recording this before the final Raw before WrestleMania.
Always a risky business, but we're doing it this time partly to entertain ourselves.
Yeah. So Cena has not had any interaction with Undertaker.
Nope. He had a fight with Kane.
Yeah, Undertaker's not been on the show.
He's Instagrammed a picture of Big Red. Like, he genuinely did that. Yeah.
What do you mean, Bugger Red?
Oh, it says, it's Texan Red, it says on the card, with Colonel Parker where he's wearing the mask.
Big evil Red Evil.
That's
actual Big Red, right. Okay, not Booger Red. Big evil Red Evil.
Yeah, but that's this is why it intrigues me, because me and Gray were talking earlier about there's this thing in the back of my mind where it's like, do you think Vince thought that Undertaker was just going to come back? And Undertaker was like, no, I'm retired. And then Vince is like thinking, because Vince is mental, we agree this. Yeah. So Vince is thinking, no, he'll come back. So he just gets Cena to go do a promo. And then he rings him. He's like, are you coming back? He's like, no, Vince, I'm retired. Like, I'll come and induct Kid Rock into Hall of Fame if you want, but I'm retired. And then he does another promo, and he's like, no, I'm not coming back. Then Kane comes out, and he's like, well, we've got Kane, so you come in. Like, Kane's involved. No, I'm doing Instagram with Michelle McCool. Like, I'm all right. And then, like, I don't know. Like, but then, is it all a work? And he's just gonna bong, and he's gonna come back as Undertaker, or is it gonna be my favourite scenario where he comes back as American Badass because Kid Rock's there and it's all perfect? Who knows?
Yeah, the Undertaker retired, but Big Evil didn't.
Yeah, so like, this it's just for me. There's a lot of I don't think
down to sleep. I pray my soul is mine to keep. Can't remember the little bit after that. And you go, now back from the dead. Are you scared? He's here. And then on SmackDown 2, because they couldn't get the rights to the Kid Rock, it was just the Raw thing. It's the Lord, but but actually it said, I'm American Badass. And hey. That's all the words I know to the Undertaker's American Badass theme.
Oh, yeah. So I'm intrigued with that, because I don't think the match is going to be good, because
I'm going to go on.
Well, because his matches is breaking down, and he's Undertaker. His matches haven't been great. I think
I'd say the same for Cena as well.
You're wrong.
You see, I've seen it still got good matches in him.
I'm sorry. You know.
Since this last year, you can see he's slower.
Who has seen his opponents in the last year?
Oh, he did have that match with Baron Corbin.
You see, right? Look at who he's wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, he had a good match with Nakamura on telly. Cena's opponents in the last year do not allow him to have a good John Cena match.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to disagree with you. I think this will be a good match for what it is. I think it'll be enjoyable. I think there'll be sensible stalling. And when The Undertaker runs over John Cena with his bike, that'll be the best part. And when he drags him like he did with Hulk Hogan that one time, that'll be even better.
So let's just get a general consensus. Is The Undertaker coming back as the dead man, or is he coming back as some form of American Badass?
Some form of American Badass. I can't not predict it, because if I predict
I want to go with it too.
I want it. I want it. I really
to be American Badass, isn't it?
And then I hope he never comes back again. And everyone looks back and goes, why did he do that? I hope so. What if Fred Durst comes out of the crowd, right, knocks Kid Rock out, that I'm going to be in the Hall of Fame. Now I know you'll be loving Fred Durst, my name. Rolling.
Oh, I wish people could see the dance that Graham was doing along with that.
Quietest dance ever.
So it's American Badass. Yeah.
I hope so. Oh, God. I know we joked about it a few years ago, but now I really want it to happen. Kid Rock's there. Look at him with his little frog face.
There's never been a more perfect time for American Badass to return.
No, there hasn't. The only disappointment is that obviously it's an indoor bowl, So, like, they can't go, well, we needed to come out in the daytime, so never mind. And that which leads us to the main event between the stars.
Roman wins law. That's been the Royal Rumble for this week.
There you go. Right. Questions then. Okay. First of all, does Roman win?
Yes.
Answer, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Secondly, is this Brock Lesnar's last match in WWE for a while?
For a while, yeah.
And by a while,
for a while.
right, okay, by a while, I mean he doesn't have a match between now, this match, and the end of the year. And I mean the calendar year.
No, I think he'll have a match.
Do you think he'll resign? Because don't forget, it's coming up.
He's doing the same thing he did last time.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh, I might go back to UFC. Here's more money. Yeah, I'm staying with WWE. Of course I would. Why would I go to UFC again?
Yeah, I think he'll have another match.
Okay, I don't think he will. I'm going to be different here. I think this is Brock Lesnar's last match in the WWE for, I'm going to say until at least the following WrestleMania, and I think that's only because I think they'll try and bring him in as a WrestleMania attraction.
I'd like that. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Like if they kept him away properly for a while, you don't think he's going to be there, then bring him back as a surprise somewhere. Not necessarily Royal Rumble, but around that time. And then have him like challenge somebody big, like if you build somebody up for him, like Rusev, somebody like that. Samoa Joe.
Yes. Yeah, he's already had a match with him, hasn't he?
Yeah, but like
5 minutes flat.
Yeah.
A match that wasn't about the future story between him and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, all right. Finally, very quickly, obviously we're recording this before WrestleMania, so we're also recording it before the Raw after WrestleMania.
And the SmackDown, because that's a thing.
Yeah, the SmackDown after WrestleMania is a thing now as well, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
Nakamura debuted there last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who do we see? Who do we see on the Raw and the SmackDown after WrestleMania?
Well, we predicted Aleister Black earlier.
Okay. Where does he come up?
I see Raw.
Okay.
And then I see Johnny Gargano on SmackDown.
Really? Okay. Daryl, who do you see coming up on the Raw and the SmackDown after WrestleMania?
Ember Moon.
Yep.
Whoever loses in the title match should probably come up. But if Almas comes up, I think he's light enough to be in Cruiserweight division.
Oh, you reckon they would put him in the Cruiserweight?
Yeah, same with Gargano as well.
Yeah, he was originally announced as a Cruiserweight. Do you not remember?
Yeah.
Years, well, not years actually, but like ages back.
Because he was in the Classic, weren't he?
Yeah, he was in the vignettes for the Cruiserweights coming soon to Raw, and then they didn't put him in it.
Yeah, so...
I think they'll have him on the main roster because they see him as a Daniel Bryan type.
They've got Daniel Bryan type.
Yeah.
They've got Daniel
somebody
Bryan
that they can
So if
bury.
Daniel Bryan goes over to Raw, then they've got him on SmackDown.
Okay.
And they've got someone who they can beat down, but it'll continue to be over because he's that good.
Did they bring Sanity up? Or Authors of Pain?
I think Sanity needs to come up.
Authors of Pain, do you think they need to come up?
I could see them coming up. Like if you say two
The problem with Authors of Pain, though, is that they've got the same ring gear as Roman Reigns.
maybe he'll have new ring gear at Mania.
Maybe. They probably
He won't
need...
though, will he?
No.
Comes with his old leaky
but
gear.
Authors of Pain probably need new ring gear.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what they have. I think that's the way they do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Bobby Lindsay. Yeah, Bobby Lindsay comes back. And in terms of call-ups, I'm going to say my boy Drew McIntyre's back from injury. And Cass comes back as well.
Big Cass.
Cass. He's going to be in the Battle Royal. Sorry. Yeah, Big Cass wins the Battle Royal. That's my call.
That's a good
Big
call,
Cass
yeah.
wins the men's Battle Royal. Yes! Nailed it.
I'm
Brilliant.
sticking with my guess of who cares.
Okay. Right. Well, that's the same thing as Big Cass. Didn't you know that? Right. Anything else to say about WrestleMania?
No.
Good,
What?
because it's on. It's time. It's this week. It's 2 days' time. It's one day. Whenever we release this, it's happening now. It's on now. Whilst you're listening to this, you miss it. Why are you not listening? Why are you listening to this? Go out and watch WrestleMania.
And our next show will be on by the time WrestleMania finishes.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, which is well, not now. That's for sure. Right. That's it. Hey, happy WrestleMania, everybody. Happy WrestleMania to you, Daryl.
We'll be coming
Thanks,
back
mate.
with our second anniversary show.
Yes, we will.
The WrestleMania review will be our second anniversary.
Yes, it will. Happy WrestleMania to you as well, Dan.
Happy WrestleMania.
Thank you. Right, that's it. But don't forget to go to twitch.tv/RawGrumble. Don't forget to go to twitter.com/RawGrumblePod. We'll be tweeting WrestleMania thoughts about that all through the weekend, as well as any further information that we need to give you. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/RawGrumble. We didn't cut the cord from Facebook because, we're just slaves to advertising. And that's it. Say goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye, Dan.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye, everyone.